This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for 17 News at Noon. I'm Nicole Gitsky. We begin with a wildfire burning out of control at this hour. First responders are working to get an upper hand on the peak fire burning near Lake Isabella. And the peak fire has scorched over 1,600 acres since erupting yesterday morning in the area of Paiute Peak. That's about 40 minutes south of Lake Isabella. Now, County Fire is teaming up with several other agencies, issuing evacuation warnings for Walker Basin, Skinner Flat, and the community of Claraville. The American Red Cross setting up a temporary evacuation point at the Lake Isabella Veterans and Seniors Center. First responders say they believe lightning strikes sparked the flames. This comes about a year after the August complex fire scorched over 1 million acres in the Mendocino area, hurling black smoke in the air just like this. Now, experts say that smoke could go into your lungs and put you at risk, as firefighters are predicting yet another devastating wildfire season. The peak fire is 5% contained right now as of news time, and we will have an update on this wildfire later tonight. It's important to note that Animal Control is also offering assistance for any pets and livestock that evacuate with their owners as well. Again, the Red Cross opened a temporary evacuation point at the Lake Isabella Senior Center on 6409 Lake Isabella Boulevard for anyone who needs a place to go. It was put on standby as no residents had checked in. If you need assistance, you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS. And a reminder that one of the easiest ways to prepare for potential wildfires and other disasters like earthquakes is to sign up for alerts from Kern County Emergency Services. Just go to readykern.com. Now in your 17 Crime Watch, Tulare County deputies arrested a Delano man for allegedly stealing thousands of dollars worth of agriculture equipment. Officials say the theft happened Monday night in the rural area south of Allensworth. According to TCSO, deputies arrested 27-year-old Jamie Martinez after finding him in possession of a stolen Honda four-wheeler, agriculture equipment, and chemicals. 21-year-old Jairo Sierra Lopez of Pixley was also arrested in connection to the burglary. Meantime, today marks 7 months since 2 young boys from California City were reported missing, and that search continues. 4-year-old Orson and Orrin West were reported missing December 21st. That's 212 days ago, and police have yet to find them. Bakersfield police are in charge of that investigation. If you have any information, you're asked to contact the Secret Witness Hotline at 322-4040. Taking a look around town, local nurses are demanding change in patient safety and workplace protections. It's all part of a national day of action by RN nurses of National Nurses United. Organizers say tens of thousands of registered nurses are in the process of bargaining contracts that govern their workplace safety. They say it's crucial to win these protections in writing because employers have proven during the pandemic that they will continue to prioritize the bottom line over public health and safety. Well, local emergency personnel are set to be honored for their service to our community. Salty's Barbecue and Catering is teaming up with SSD Alarm for the 19th annual Hero Appreciation event set on the 20th anniversary of 9/11. During the event, law enforcement and firefighters will get a free barbecue lunch in honor of those who paid the ultimate sacrifice 20 years ago. For more information on this event, you can email heroappreciation@ssdalarm.com. And another barbecue shop is helping to raise money for a local baseball team. The Bakersfield Wave secured a spot in the Babe Ruth World Series in Alabama, but the team needs the money to get there. This Sunday, they're holding their first fundraiser, offering a pulled pork or brisket sandwich and beans for $15. It's happening from noon to 3 p.m. The team has also set up a GoFundMe account to help with those expenses. You can find that on our website, kget.com. Taking a look ahead now, the Bakersfield Symphony Orchestra is looking for members to join their group. BSO is set to hold auditions in October for open chairs in the wind and brass sections. The auditions will take place October 4th, 5th, and 6th at the Bakersfield College Theater for principal trumpet, principal horn, principal clarinet, second oboe, and harp. For more information, you can head to bsonow.org or you can call 323-7928. And Speaking of music, the East High Theater Department is set to hold their first live performance in more than a year. Students will perform the musical Little Shop of Horrors, a comedy about a carnivorous plant that grows to a gigantic size. It's happening at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. today and also tomorrow. Tickets are $10 at the door, with proceeds going towards the theater program.
Clinica Sierra Vista is now offering rapid COVID-19 testing and COVID-19 vaccinations. Call 833-278-4584 to make your appointment. But don't delay. Clinica Sierra Vista, putting patients first.
After a pandemic, postponement, protests, and many changes in plans, Tokyo is just 2 days away from hosting the Olympic Games. The countdown clock in the heart of the city showed the seconds ticking down to Friday's opening ceremony. Despite the unpopularity of the Games in Japan, people still come to have their pictures taken next to the clock. Some families on vacation said they had reservations about coming to Tokyo after the decision to hold events with no spectators. One family that bought tickets early came anyway to see the Olympic venues from the outside. The Tokyo Games won't bring the economic boost from global tourism that Japan had hoped for. But these Olympics have already broken new ground because the delay pushed them into an odd-numbered year for the first time ever. Now, another thing breaking records, the temperatures in Japan's capital, Tokyo. Today, it topped 91 degrees in what local residents were calling an abnormal summer. On Tuesday, the country's Weather Bureau issued heat stroke alerts for a fourth consecutive day, while the immediate challenge of holding the games amid the COVID-19 crisis has overshadowed almost all other concern. Heat has been a long-standing worry. The summer temperatures in Tokyo can spike to 95 degrees or more. Japan has also rebooted extra power plants, including a long-dormant nuclear reactor, and taken other steps to avoid a power crisis as temperatures soar and demand for energy, guzzling air conditioners will surge. Meantime, Brisbane will host the 2032 Summer Olympics. The Australian city was the inevitable winner of a one-candidate race steered by the International Olympic Committee to avoid rival bids. The Games will go back to Australia 32 years after the popular 2000 Sydney Olympics. Brisbane's mayor said hosting the Olympics will be the city's time to shine after going through floods and natural disasters. Brisbane follows 2028 host Los Angeles in getting 11 years to prepare for hosting the Games. The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.